Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in. Today's video is going to be my top 15 drugstore products that are life-saving, life-changing things that I do not look past anymore. I just found this product. I'm not going to look for an alternative or something similar anywhere else because they are that good. Things that I will repurchase if I run out, and things that I will always recommend to anybody who is asking for recommendation on this specific item. Anyway, these are the swatches, some of the items. Of course, I'm going to use all of them on my face today, from face to eyes to cheeks, everything, and I hope you like this look. So this is a mini tutorial of me trying my top 15 drugstore products that are life-changing. So if you are interested in learning more about these products, then please keep watching. Of course, the first thing I'm going to do now is apply my base. Some people prefer to start with their eye makeup, but I personally prefer to start with my base. I'm not going to ramble anymore. The only drugstore BB CC cream thing that I have ever loved and used and repurchased over and over is this one by L'Oreal, and this one is called the Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream, and I have it in the shade medium. This gives your skin a very smooth, even and unified appearance, and the coverage on this one is medium, so it is not a light coverage. It doesn't get cakey on the face and doesn't develop oily on the skin during the day. I love this one so much, especially that they have, I think, 4 shades. They do light, they also have fair and medium. The one I have, they have a medium dark probably and a dark one, so there is a variety of shades which you could choose from. I personally think that the medium shade would suit someone who is NC 25, NC 30 perfectly, and I'm just going to use my finger to apply this on my face so that you could see how the color transforms as you blend it. I like this aspect of it because it is really like magic. You see, as I rub, it just turns into my skin tone, but corrected and perfected, and it hides the pores really well. Of course, you could use a brush with this one, but I wanted to show you how it looks blended with the fingers. It doesn't make any difference. I use my fingers or the brush. And if the foundation or the base doesn't cover anything, it's okay because I'm going to go with a concealer, and this is the second product that I highly recommend that everybody try, which is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and they have an array of shades from very fair to very dark. Here I have with me the shade Natural. I think this is a bit lighter than my skin tone, but I will make it work on my blemishes, it's fine. NC 25 skin tones would find this a perfect match. It works well on my blemishes and under my eyes, but I have to apply a corrector before this one. But the coverage is so full, it's a full coverage though. I just took something or some product on my finger, and I'm just going to apply it on the areas that I think need more coverage. Here I have a red nose today. Yeah, you see this is a bit lighter than my skin tone, but I think as I blend it with my foundation brush, it is just going to adapt to my skin tone. Doesn't look too bad, hopefully. But again, please remember that I have an NC 30 skin, so this might be a bit too light for me. I have my shade, which is I think a creamy beige, but I didn't get this one now. Alright, so far so good. Now I'm going to show you the corrector that I cannot live without, the thing that I stopped looking for a high-end corrector since I discovered it, and I have been using it constantly every day, and it is amazing because it is a product that doesn't build texture under the eyes, and it is called the Garnier BB Cream Under Eye Roll-On. It is the Miracle Skin Perfector, but this is for under the eyes, and I use it in the shade medium. They only have 2 shades, unfortunately, light and medium, but I think medium would work on all dark circles, and it is great because it doesn't leave any texture under the eyes. Please do not mix this with another roll-on that Garnier does. This one is a squeeze tube, so make sure to get this one in the squeeze tube in the shade medium, a great peachy undertone. I am sure that you will love it because it blends so easily. I'm just going to apply it under my eyes and a bit over my eyelids. And I'm just going to use my finger in order to work this into the skin. Blends like a dream, feels very lightweight and therapeutic under the eyes. I love it. amazing product. It instantly removed any discoloration and veininess here on my eyelid, and it really get rid of my under eye circles and darkness. If I turn this way, I think you will be able to notice, and I do not feel that I'm wearing any cake face concealer under my eyes. Of course, sometimes if I need more coverage under my eyes, I could use the LA Girl concealer on top of that, but I would never skip this one and use just a concealer under my eyes. This is the perfect stuff. Now I'm just going to set my under eyes, and the powder that I highly recommend that you get is the e.l.f. Mineral Booster in the shade Shea. This is a slightly pinky toned powder, but is not pink, it is just more like translucent. It is sheer, and I think this is perfect for someone who has light to medium skin tone, and it is very affordable, very nicely milled, and I think this is a great powder because it is very affordable and at the same time it is mineral. So I'm just going to use the baking method under my eyes. Some people think that baking is going to make your under eye very cakey, but if you use a very finely milled powder, on the opposite, I think it looks lighter than just brushing. I'm not sure what is the secret behind this. Baking under the eyes, I think this is a great trick that you could do to prolong the wear of your eyeshadow or your concealer under your eyes. So remember, this e.l.f. Mineral Booster is a great product, and I think what I'm going to do now is move to my eyes. And I have some eyeshadows to recommend to you, and I'm very excited about these because I think these are perfect for the fall season, or probably in the summer, in the spring, anytime. The colors, the pigmentation, the texture, the shininess of these eyeshadows is just perfect, and they are super affordable, and these are all by MUA. I personally have many high-end palettes, but I'm not sure why I always gravitate towards these. I'm going to show you these two colors in particular. One is called 28, it doesn't have a name, and the other one is called Copper. I personally prefer 28 over Copper because it has a very rusty undertone, and this is Copper. It is more golden, more brassy, I think. So this is shade 28 and this is shade Copper. You see that Copper is so metallic, it is so reflective. This one is more shiny, more shimmery, and it is very reddish, very beautiful. I think I'm going to use this as an all-over eyeshadow today. So I'm just going to start pressing it with my finger on my lid because I'm going to blend this in a second. I'm just grabbing a blending brush with some more eyeshadow on it, and I'm going directly on the edges so that I blend it up into the crease and over the crease. Because I have a bit of hooded eyes, I like the color to show when I just close my eyes. Of course, these eyeshadows are only £1 each. They contain a good amount of product, and with a smaller brush I'm just going to take this under my eyes as well. These eyeshadow looks that require one eyeshadow only are amazing. They are very chic. I find them to be very sophisticated and very simple. And of course, if you feel that the edges are not blended, just go again over the edges with your finger. So the eyeshadow is done, but I think I might entertain you and apply some of the Copper shade here on the center, just to give it some more sparkle, only on the center of my eye. So in short, all I have to say is that these two eyeshadows are a must-have, and if you like other colors, I think that MUA Pearl Finish eyeshadows are all a must-have. I have, I think, the whole collection, probably minus 2 shades, and they also have a dupe for the MAC Blue Brown pigment. I'm going to show it to you in my next MUA haul, which is going to come soon. Anyway, now to the other amazing product that is very life-saving. It is a multitasking product. It is excellent quality, and it is a recent release, and this one is by Tanya Burr, and it is her Perfect Brows Brow Kit. And as you could see here, it contains 4 shades. I'm holding it upside down, good for me. So lighter shades. This is called Fairy Cake, very light. I have reviewed all of the palettes in one video. I'm going to link it down below. So this is Fairy Cake, this is Pebble. It is a very taupey, like Omega eyeshadow, grey, like something for the brows. This is Chestnut, very reddish, and this is Hot Cocoa. I personally mix Pebble and Hot Cocoa because Chestnut is a bit too warm for me. But why I consider this palette as a lifesaver? Because first, it contains a mirror. I could use it to do my whole makeup, and I'm using it right now actually. I use Fairy Cake as a highlighter, inner corner and brow bone, and these are 3 shades. I could create a complete eye look, smoky eye look, using these because they are super pigmented. Again, go to my other video in order to check the whole review, all the items in the collection. So I'm just going to use my hot cocoa today in order to define my eyebrows. The easy part is to talk about a good eyebrow palette like this one, but the difficult part is trying to do your eyebrows, and I'm not going to say that there is any easy way to do that. You will have to practice. I still can't get my eyebrows even, but this is the best I could do. We are still with this gorgeous Tanya Burr brow palette. I'm just going to take the light shade, which is Fairy Cake, and I'm just going to apply a bit of that under my brow bone. And this is a seriously pigmented product, and I'm just going to use it as well on my inner corners. So just like that, a light touch, and I'm just going to use this chestnut one, the one that has some reddish undertone. I'm just going to dab a bit here on the outer corner of the eye. That's it. I'm not going to overdo it. Just to blend again if there are any harsh lines. Alright then, mascara time. The Drugstore mascara that I highly recommend anybody picks is this one by L'Oreal. It is the Telescopic Shocking Extensions. It is amazing for short, sparse eyelashes, for long, thick eyelashes, for straight eyelashes, because I think it curls really well, and I do not usually curl my lashes. I have long and thick lashes, but they are not curled, so they are a bit straight. But this mascara does the job so well. It gives me new eyes actually every time I use it. I'm just going to look down and start with the base only, and in one dip I try to do both eyes, believe it or not. Now after I got the base, I'm just going to use the bristles with the pointier side to start from the base, but a brush up this time. And I'm telling you that this is very easy to control and very easy to apply. It doesn't clump. And please forgive me, I do not apply mascara on my bottom lashes because I have very long bottom lashes. If I apply mascara down there, they will look very long and make my top lashes look shorter in proportion, if you know what I mean. So that's why I just focus on my upper lashes so that my eyes look very open. Alright then, great mascara, L'Oreal Telescopic Shocking Extensions in the grey gunmetal tube. Alright, now bronzers, I have 2, both by Makeup Revolution. One is the called Ultra Bronze. This is a matte bronzer. This is very similar to the Hola bronzer by Benefit. And this one is the Chocolate Desire bronzer, and this is a dupe for NARS. What do they call it? Laguna. Yeah, I remember. This is more satin, this is completely matte. Both are cool toned and I love them equally. That's why I would like to mention both, because if you have one, you do not need to get the other one. These are great bronzers for light to medium skin tone, huge sized compacts, and they contain loads of product so that you will never run out. Today I'm just going to use the Chocolate Desire bronzer, the bigger one. I try to apply first and blend then, so that I am just precise with my application first and blending second. I sometimes take some under my jawline and down my neck. Done with the bronzer, I have blush now, and also I have 2 by Makeup Revolution, and these are the I Want Candy blushes. One is in the shade Glowing, which is perfect, very muted for light to medium skin tone, and this one, wow, is perfect if you have a dark skin tone because it is very bright and brightening. So this is Glowing, the muted one, and wow is the very bright one. I'm just going to use my same brush that I applied my bronzer with. I'm just going to use it here on my cheeks, and I applied too much, I could see that. Of course, I always go back and blend with my foundation brush so that everything is smooth, not very stark, and fairly looking natural, or not natural, looking beautiful. So these are my picks as blushes, because I know whenever I am in a hurry and I do not want to think about the blushes that I want to use, I always grab these. These are amazing. So highlighter time, I have two. I had to mention this one, which is not a highlighter. This is an eyeshadow by Anyway as well, the $1 eyeshadow, and it is in the shade Champagne. It is amazing for someone who has light to medium skin tone. It is a white shade, something like that, and I like to use it on a small eyeshadow brush. I just dip my brush like that in this eyeshadow. It doesn't have any chunks of glitter. It is so shimmery, so beautiful. I just tap off the excess on the back of my hand and I just go here. And you see I applied too much, but no worry, because I'm going to blend it here on my brow bone, a bit on my nose, between my eyebrows and on my chin. And sometimes I take some here on the middle of my forehead. I like this area to be glowy personally, so, and on the inner corner. And so that it doesn't look stuck, again with my foundation brush I go over all the areas so that it softens it, makes it look elegant and beautiful. But I have to mention the second highlighter today, and this one is by e.l.f. and it is called the Baked Blush in the shade Pinktastic. For anyone who is starting with highlighters, go and pick this one. It is just amazing. It's called a blush, I think, but it is a highlighter, it's not a blush. Can't work as a blush on any skin tone. Of course, I'm not going to use it on my face because this will be too much, but again, if you didn't get the MUA one, it is an eyeshadow at the end. Go and get the e.l.f. blush in Pinktastic. Now I'm just going to mention this final thing and be out of your way. These are lip products that are life-saving. I can't say enough good things about them, and these are also by Makeup Revolution from the I Heart Makeup range, and these are called the Super Wow Sticks. I mentioned these in a previous video, but these are perfect for the winter and for the autumn, especially this one, which is called Maria. And I mentioned this more than once actually, and it is just a stick, a lipstick, but this is waterproof, transfer resistant, very long wearing, very comfortable on the lips. You will see that for yourself. I just think that these products that I mentioned today are all life-saving, because for example, this lipstick is perfect for you if you are looking for a dark lipstick that is long wearing and you want it to last all day basically, and you do not want it to be very messy. I think I am very impressed by the quality of these all drugstore products, and I am very happy that I shared them with you today. So until we meet again in a next video, another video, a new video. I'm so rusty today because I haven't filmed in a week or so. Anyway, until we meet again in my next video, please be safe and please leave me comments down below on what kinds of videos you are interested in seeing, and of course I'm going to respond to your requests. Until we meet again next week, please be safe. Bye.